Good morning, hello, and happy Thanksgiving. I'm not sure when this is going to go live. I'm probably going to go ahead and just schedule it for the regular time, which means Friday, which means the day after Thanksgiving. So I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you spent time with family. I hope that you had a great meal and that you walked it off and got the blood glucose down. That's what I got to do after my Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is mildly in the future for me. I'm recording this as of Wednesday morning, the day before, and Kara and I are actually going to get on the road early tomorrow morning and go to her parents' place, where we will get to hang out with her folks and her brother and his family, and wonderful people that I love and have spent many years with. They're probably, I don't know, man, it's hard to say this, but they're probably more family to me than a lot of my original family, my birth family. You know, my mom and my brother are still around, and I love them, and I love spending time with them. Very close to both of them. But I don't see any of the old cousins and aunts and uncles or any of those people anymore. A lot of them have passed. So, they can't be seen anymore, per se. This year, I had one of my brothers passed away unexpectedly, which is still has a bit of impact on me. So I don't know. There's just something about these times that makes you realize, you need to be aware, and be aware that you have a family beyond the family you were born into. We call them found family a lot of times. I've been using that phrase a lot lately. I had this realization this week as I was talking with some folks that I'm kind of, I've been kind of close to over the years on the author conference circuit, oddly enough. And there's a group of us that have something in common. I can't quite discuss yet. I've got some potential good news coming in the next week or so, but for now I got to kind of keep a lid on it. But we were kind of discussing some of it last night, and also just taking a moment to have a little bit of a Zoom happy hour, wish each other a happy Thanksgiving, talk about our lives and what's going on. And oddly, most of us are downsizing and moving. It's just the oddest sort of zeitgeist. So Kara and I are getting closer to that. This space you see behind me will probably be going away in the next couple of weeks as we enter into December. Kara and I are going to have one last garage sale on December 6th, which is a little over a week from now, this weekend. And we will we're going to empty the house out completely, put what little we're keeping in storage, and we're going to get on the road. Now, we have changed our plan. We've decided that we are going to drive our two vehicles to Pennsylvania for the work she's doing with her client. And we are going to try to sell or otherwise get out from under the van. I think we've just decided the van isn't quite right for us now at this stage in our lives. It's kind of a nice to have sort of thing, but it's also like, I don't know, we've moved on from it. We did the van life thing for like 3 years. We enjoyed it. We loved it. Both loved it. We have, photos and memories and, great experiences. Some are a little not as great on paper as the others, but still funny. And I will one day tell some of these stories. You're going to have to watch that episode when you are not having a meal. Let's just put it that way. But we've decided that the approach we're taking this time is less about van life and more about just being a little mobile. And so we're going to sort of tandem drive our vehicles up to Pennsylvania, and then we'll see what happens from there. We are really keen on this idea. We found a place we like in the Domain in Austin. It's an apartment. It is a rental. We've kind of come to a new philosophy when it comes to that. It's like we own this house, and this is the second house we've owned, and we've realized that owning something isn't bad, but owning something and then having all the overhead, the maintenance, lawn care and making sure all the appliances continue to work and making sure, having to fix all the stuff, that's all fine. It's not really that big a deal, but we are getting older and we actually do like to travel quite a bit. And so it didn't quite match the lifestyle we wanted, and we weren't really thinking ahead, I think. So that realization has been that, if we own something, we'll own something as an income property, but otherwise we can just rent and live where we want to live because we are very nomadic. There's no point in buying a piece of property, a home or otherwise, to live in if we're only going to stay in it for 2 or 3 years and move on. That's been our pattern for 20 years of marriage. So we're just going to embrace that. We're going to regroup for a little bit and then probably buy some property or something, a home or something that we rent as an income property, and keep it as an investment, and then just continue to live a lifestyle that we enjoy wherever we want to be. Makes sense to me. I mean, it's sort of choosing the freedom and liberty to move around in the world rather than locking ourselves in one place. It just didn't make any sense for us anymore. And plus, this house is so big. It's so, we just don't need this much space. There was a time in my life where I thought, I want the biggest possible house. I want vacant rooms. I want people to be able to come over anytime they want. You know what the world is now? Nobody comes over. Nobody wants to come stay with you. They might. But we kind of started all this thinking, we have a lot of friends, some of whom are YouTubers and van lifers. We thought, they'll have a place to stay. Not a single one has come here. Because they've got other places they're going and other places they want to be. If they do pass through town, it's usually for a day or two, and they've got something else going, and they don't really want to come out to north of Austin where we are. Ironically, where we're going will probably make it easier for them to stay with us, but we won't have the space anymore. So anyway, to kind of give this a theme, the thing I kind of wanted to talk about was the whole found family thing. That's been very profound to me, and I've realized that all my life I've relied on found family. I've got very good friends that I've known all the way back. My oldest friend, we met in 8th grade when I moved to Sweeney, Texas, and we were in the same science class together and just sat next to each other and bonded. And then just kind of stuck that out through high school and into our college days and into our work lives and our family lives. And we are just still friends to this day. My oldest friend, really. I've got friends I've known longer that I don't really have as much contact with, but they're still kind of out there. But what I have realized is the groups of people that I've connected with over the years, they are family to me. This group that I chatted with last night, they are family to me because they, even though we're not related, we don't spend holidays together, we don't do any of those things together, but we see each other 2 or 3 times a year. I probably see them more than I see some of my actual blood relatives, and that's profound. And then we keep up with each other and we care for each other and we share each other's good news and bad news, the tragic news. Some of these people, they have family members, children, and relatives who've taken ill, and I pray for them, and pray that they're well, and check in on them, and they check in on me. When my brother died, I got phone calls and text messages and emails, and people just cared. So I guess if there's a theme to this episode at all, it is to look around at the found family in your life and be grateful for them. I love my wife, I love my mother, my brother, I love my all my relatives, even the ones I haven't talked to in years. I love them all. I love Kara's family. They are family to me. They have been since the start. And they're kind of a found family in that sense. But, I have friends in my life that are as much family to me as anyone that I'm related to by blood. And they're wonderful people. And I couldn't possibly name them all, but there are some that I talk to every week, and some that I talk to once or twice a month, and some that maybe I only talk to, maybe once a year, but we are still close. There are some that I talk to daily. A good friend of mine, he and I chat via text mostly, but we talk every single day. And they're all family to me. I care about them. I would sacrifice for them. I don't know any better definition of family than that. So be grateful for those friends in your life. That's the thing I'm most thankful for this Thanksgiving and this year. It's been a rough couple of years, but I'm starting to see that, and I've believed this for a long time, but I'm starting to see that, rough or not, it's all been for me. And even though there's still some things happening, still some challenges going on for us, it is all for me. God's been good to me. God's blessed me in ways that I'm only sort of just discovering, honestly. So anyway, you may see changes in my backdrop over the next month or so, and definitely going forward from there. You may discover, as I discover, that there's a whole new energy to this whole thing. This channel is pretty new. I mean, the channel itself has been around forever, but I've only just started doing a regular, weekly kind of thing here. But as always, this is a companion to the Substack post, which I'll probably be writing right after this. But the theme this week is found family and my gratitude for them. I hope that you are grateful for the found family in your life. And by the way, that includes you and me. I appreciate that you tune in. Those of you who leave comments and say supportive things, I just can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Because sometimes you feel like you're talking into the void. And I've determined I'm going to continue doing this regardless of how well the channel does, whether or not I ever monetize it or get more than 1,000 subscribers, or if anyone even watches the videos. I'm doing it because there are a couple of you who have responded and who have followed me and who have said kind things to me. And so I'm doing it for you, and I'm doing it for me too. And, that's the whole found family idea. We are family, whether we like it or not. It means we need to learn how to tolerate each other too, by the way. Because sometimes I have found family that disagree with me politically on things. And I've learned to keep my mouth shut about some stuff, but I've also learned that they don't always, they're not, there's not really an intentional sort of head bumping going on. We see things a different way. It used to be okay to do that. That's changed a little, but I want to bring that back. You can help me bring that back. Let's bring tolerance back. Let's bring forgiveness and grace back. Let's bring just, loving people even though back. Let's do that. So that's going to wrap me up. This is my Thanksgiving episode. It'll be my Thanksgiving Substack post. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for my found family. I'm grateful for this platform and the venue that I have. I may not have a lot of viewers on YouTube, but I get a lot of people tuning in on my podcast and tuning in on my Substack and reading my books, and so I'm really grateful for all that. And anyway, I'm going to leave you with this. God bless you. You are loved by at least one person in this world. So I hope that gives you some hope going into Thanksgiving. Since we've probably missed Thanksgiving per se, as we go into this holiday season, I just want you to know that you are cared for, loved, and appreciated. I'm grateful for you, my found family. So thanks for that. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Help me spread the word about this YouTube channel. and get some more people tuned in, make sure you check out the companion post on Substack at kevintumlinson.substack.com. And that's going to do it. See you next time.